What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to our lady's favorite YouTube channel. We are back here once again in the depths of what is another epic failure under the Max Allegri-led Juventus squad. We'll talk about that, as well as where does the club go from here as we sit in our misery. Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today it is Friday, thank God it's Friday, May 19th, 2023. And of course I got your latest rundown of all things Juventus, all the news you care about each and every single day. Before we do anything though, do me a solid favor, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. And again, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna shove it right down your throat, and I'm gonna keep doing it, I'm gonna keep pounding, and I'm gonna keep going. But I'm gonna keep saying it, guys. If you could do me a favor, I do these videos for free and for fun, and I try to have some fun and have some lightheartedness. That we do here, and I'm gonna be doing it on another channel as well. If you need something to lighten your day, maybe have some fun, enjoy in your life. Hopefully, you will give our other channel, this podcast channel right over here, a chance today. Go click over here, and then Now We Can Talk Like Men podcast channel. Hit the subscribe button over there on the channel. If you do, first 100 people that are subscribed to the channel, I think we're around 70 subscribers right now, we'll end up getting entered in to win a free Bianconeri Zone shirt like the one you see me wearing right now. I'll be giving that away on that channel. But basically, it's a nonsense channel. We just dropped one of the most important videos we've done in a while, which is Aunt Cass a baddie? Is she a baddie? I don't know. Check that short. Go hit the link in the description below and on here, and we will see you guys there. Again, you'll be entered in to win that shirt. All right, let's continue on. Let's get into the actual news that we have for the day. I don't know why I'm talking and sounding so upbeat, given the circumstance that we find our club in once again. And once again, the worst season Juventus has had since 2011. That's where we're sitting right now. That's where Max Allegri, who apparently appears to have maybe at least some modicum of support from the club and expectation of him moving forward. Well, what kind of news updates do we have from there? Well, let's go ahead and get into, first off, following the match, following the epic failure and collapse by this club, by this team, by the coach, Wojciech Szczesny had some statement that he wanted to get out, get a little bit off his chest. And if there's one thing I want to say, one guy who deserved some credit yesterday was Wojciech Szczesny. He was working his ass off yesterday. He was one of the only guys that looked like he actually deserved to be out on that pitch yesterday. So I'm going to give him his props real quick, even though it wasn't a losing effort. I'll give him his props. And one of the reasons I'm going to give him his props is because of the statement that he makes right here that I couldn't agree more with. He goes on to say, I didn't like our reaction at all after the goal was scored. We sat deep. We were too negative, so we didn't deserve to win it, honestly. If I make a lot of saves, it is not a good sign of the performance. They are useless. A season without a trophy is not good for a club like Juventus. I appreciate him not taking any kind of personal enjoyment out of him being successful as a player yesterday. The most infuriating thing I've ever seen was I've never seen a club who does like Juventus does, game in, game out, no matter what. It's an expectation at this point. If they score, if they do anything right, they will pat themselves back on the back for the rest of the game and take the rest of the game off because they think it's done. They think it's sudden death. They think that they get that one goal score, they get the whatever taken care of, and then they can move on and go celebrate with their day. This club right now has piss poor mentality, piss poor leadership, and piss poor coaching, most importantly. I at least appreciate the leadership of Wojciech Szczesny and the way that he said that. Let's go on from there. What do we expect? And I know I'm being negative. Like I said, if you want happiness and fun, go check out the other channel. But right now, I got to be honest the way I'm feeling. And I know a lot of you guys are feeling the exact same way. Let's be real. We move on and we talk about Max Allegri and his future with the club. Does it look good? Does it look bad? How does it look for him panning out here? Well, Gazzetta dello Sport is reporting that maybe it doesn't look that good for us Juventus fans. Allegri's future doesn't seem to be in question, as reiterated by Calvo before the game. He has 2 more years on his contract, and the club is still backing him. At this point, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they feel some kind of loyalty to him because of the way things have gone in the last few years. But at this point, I'm sorry. Failure is failure. You cannot continue to accept what Max Allegri is putting on the table and putting out there on the pitch right now. It is abysmal to watch. And I don't know. Yesterday, literally, as soon as the goal was scored in overtime, you kind of knew it was over. And like, there was a part of me, I turned it off for a second, and then I had to turn it back on to force myself to watch the rest of it because I knew exactly what they were going to do from there, and what it was rollover, which they always tend to do. Max Allegri, I don't know. To me, it's a no-brainer. You got to move on. You got to have a better future. You got to give the fans, more importantly than anything, the fans deserve this. The fans deserve some sort of optimism. And right now, the club, you just don't have it. All right. Let's continue on, though, and then with the other big news of the day, the big news that had come out just within the last hour or so before making this video was, of course, talking about what is going on with the sporting trial for Juventus and everything that goes along with that. Well, Nico Skid is reporting that the FIGC, Federal Prosecutor's Office, has referred Juventus over to the so-called salary maneuver. Sports trial is scheduled for June on the matter. I guess I accidentally forgot the graphic for it, but what should have been included along with this was following that up. I believe it's Calcio y Finanza. They're reporting on Twitter that basically it seems that at this point in time, the penalty that Juventus will face, whatever they maybe potentially will suffer. They've been given plea bargains, they've been given options and deals that they could take, and Juventus had said no to it. But as it stands right now, that point deduction will not be used for this season. It'll be on for next season. So could Juventus be facing a -14, -15 at the beginning of next season? And then where do we sit with that as fans? Given that the trial doesn't even happen until June, it doesn't seem fair to retroactively go back and penalize them when they can kind of parse however they want to pick it, and they want to say, oh, -9, where it seems a little bit fair or whatever it is at the same time, but still keeping them out in the end. That's one thing that I do not like, and that I've been very, very against the idea that they could literally just kind of, do what they want just to keep Juventus out of Europe. And that's what they probably would and will like to do. Given that it goes into next season, how do I feel? Well, two things. Obviously, and we can get rid of this. We don't need that right now. Obviously, going into next season, if you know that you have Europe, you have the Champions League, that you're playing with it because you retain second place, God willing, they retain second place, or at least top 4 by the end of the season. I guess there's something to build off there. Maybe they can compete. Maybe they could do something with Max Allegri at the helm. I do not have any faith there. But at the same time, I guess I want to hear what your opinions are. Would you rather get it over with now and maybe suffer it next season and already go through no Europe next season and then lose out on the players, the money, all that goes along with that? Or would you rather put at risk? And this is where I am. I think I'm very much I would rather just risk next season being down 15 to begin and try to play our way back into it by the end of the season, because you at least know where you sit and know where you stand. And that's something that you can at least work with while getting hammered right now. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to drop your pants, bend over, spread your cheeks, and just take it at this point. Anyway, that'll do it. That's all. That's my spiel when it comes to the news, when it comes to Juventus, when it comes to Max Allegri and the failure that he has been at the club for this season. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, do me a solid favor, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. If you want, you can follow me at Justin Sofer on Twitter, and of course you can follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. Say hello to your old lady for me.